Duck is a great Western engine who's very creative about both ways. His two ways are the wrong way and the Great Western Way. He even makes sure that the deliveries are made on time. One day, Duck was talking to Donald and Douglas. "Aye, Duck," said Donald. "I love the fact how you're very creative about two ways." "Aye, yes, Duck," finished Douglas. "I love how you're very creative about the wrong way and the Great Western Way. And you do things the Great Western Way, and I love that."
"Well, thank you," said Duck, "because I am a really useful engine. Anyways, I got work to do, so I'll see you later."
And Duck chuffed away. Later, Duck saw Stephanie at a junction. Stephanie was worried. Well, Duck," said Stephanie, "I don't think you should be working today because the fog will get very thick tonight."
"Thanks for warning me, Stephanie," said Duck, "but I'm sure I'll be okay."
"No," said Stephanie nervously. "I'm serious because I don't want you to have an accident."
Duck smiled. "I think you're paranoid, but I'll be okay,"
said Duck cheerfully, and he chuffed away. Later, Duck stopped at another junction. Then Ryan chuffed in, and he had Sir Topham Hatt with him. Sir Topham Hatt looked worried. "Well, Duck," said Sir Topham Hatt nervously, "the fog will be very thick tonight. I don't think it's safe for any engines to work tonight."
"Don't worry, sir," said Duck. "I can take that delivery tonight, and then you'll see how useful I am. I can handle working in the fog."
Even Ryan was worried. "Okay," said Ryan nervously. "Just be careful."
"Don't worry," said Duck. "I'll be fine."
Then he chuffed away. Later that night, Duck was chuffing in the fog. He had no idea where he was.
"I don't know where am I don't know where am I, but I can do this alone,"
he huffed to himself. Then there was trouble. Duck was diverted into a siding. The fog was so thick that he didn't see the buffers ahead of him. Then Duck crashed straight into the buffers.
"Oh dear," cried Duck. "I'm off the tracks. I can't back up. Help!"
The next morning, when the fog was already clear, Harvey pulled away the cars and got Duck back on the tracks.
"Thank you, Harvey," said Duck.
"No problem," said Harvey. "Now you know what fogs can really do." Then later, Duck continued off with his work. Then Duck saw Thomas at a junction. Thomas felt sorry for Duck. "I'm sorry about your accident last night," said Thomas sadly.
"Hakuna Matata," said Duck happily. "At least I know now what fogs can really do."
"Yeah," said Thomas happily. "That's why you should never work in the fog."
"Good point there, Thomas," said Duck, and he chuffed away.
At last, Duck made his delivery where Sir Topham Hatt was waiting. "Great job, Duck," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I'm proud of you how you love to do your work and you always like to get work done. But just remember that it's not too safe to work in the fog."
"Yes, sir, will do, sir," said Duck happily. "Harvey told me that. At least I know now what fogs can really do."
Sir Topham Hatt chuckled. "Ha ha ha. Yep. At least you know that now," he said. "And Duck, since you like to do your jobs properly, you are a really useful engine, and very creative too."
"Thank you, sir," said Duck happily. "And remember, there are two ways of doing it, the wrong way and the Great Western Way."